of room. Mahomes takes advantage and takes another hit, but delivers it to
far side. They get Scadaboo involved in the pass game. He's knocking people over. Scadaboo inside the 25. So he's played 2 plays and he's already made a difference.
Deebo Samuel off to the races. Samuel getting physical.
Hold up, wait a minute. Mid-game with the ankle injury. DeAndre Swift stretching it to the right, delivering a blow after a gain of 8.
There is Algier. Gets the first down and gets run out of bounds. The clock will continue to move.
On a handoff for Walker. Bounces off a tackle and then veers out of bounds at the 35-yard.
Jones the block at the left tackle. The muscular tight end Washington. Running left shot. Bulldozing. Plowing. Wow!
The Patriots defense was closing in. He has a crease this time and runs right over a man. He did that throughout his college career. Tougher to
Judkins. And Judkins lowers his shoulder, still on his feet inside Ravens territory, protecting the football.
He wants to run you over, not around you.
1st and 10. Scadaboo gets by 1. But then they bring reinforcements and very minimal gain on the play. Henley is the friendly.
To go. Herbert quickly to Quentin Johnston. Stiff arm Johnston. Good move, Johnston. First round look at play Johnston. Gain of 15.
Flair dump off on 2nd and short. And Edwards-Helaire. Yards after contact. Perfect.
Quick strike. Hawkinson stays on his feet. Touchdown. That might be an early 4th quarter dagger.
30 yards. Hunt inside. Running over Rock Yassin to the 16-yard line.
A lot of room to roll. Monungai head down. Still going and finally shoved out of bounds.
They grow them a little different down there in
That's
Louisiana.
right. Here is Hampton. Big run for the rookie. Marion
Tua swings that one to Achane. Slips one tackle, cuts it up at the 5. Can he get in? Achane is in. Touchdown. And Miami.
1st down and 10. And the call here, Pooney with the block, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. 18 yards.
Juszczyk wide open. Room to run. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, puts his shoulders down and down to the Philly 40. Pressure, steps up and finds R.J. Harvey. Harvey breaking another tackle out to midfield. He was injured in the...
Steps up, he's going to run it, and he's got room. He takes the hit and absorbs it. Justin Herbert.
He's going to run. Herbert has the first down in his sights, and he smashes his way forward for the first down.
He's going to throw again. He's got Ashton Jeanty with a chance to break through, and he is popped. He still bounced off the tackle, but a massive...
Out to the 35. A give to Williams. He puts his shoulder down and trucks a man. It was Mike Sainristil who took the hit.
Colts lead on the Dolphins. Jonathan Taylor has some room. Lowers his shoulder and still going. A big punishing run.
Another underneath pass to Jerome Ford. This time he bounces off a tackler, but he's going to come up.
Williams toss to Monungai, and first contact breaks it. Second contact breaks it, and the rookie gets the first down.
It's Henry, and it's a first down, trucking a man at the end. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
Give it to him. Warren stays upright, runs over a man. First down. Ronnie Hickman.
Pressure coming. Taylor connects with Breece Hall, and he's got some room to run. Bounces off one tackle and picks up a first down. Hamilton.
Dart buys time. Dart looking for the first down. Angles himself toward the marker, and is going to...
It's Robinson, and he breaks 2 tackles. Oh my! What a rugged run that was!
Now all the way out to the 25-yard line. It's
The seam. Colson Yankoff. He's got some room. Look at the big fella. Can he outrun him? Oh, no, down inside the 25-yard line. Fake it. Huntley runs it. Gets lifted. First down inside.
Stevenson on the wing. One-on-one with Osai, and cracked over there by defensive end Geno Stone.
Way back often. Start on the ground. Tackle not made, breaking it, picking up 5.
Sanders somehow gets away, and Sanders is going to run for it. Outstanding, Shedeur Sanders. It was
going over to Washington, and he runs over one defender, Reed, who's already been shaken up one time. He takes another.
Williams, short to the tight end, Loveland. And Loveland met and driven out of bounds at the 16.
Chigo Okonkwo inside the 20, stays on his feet. Okonkwo, wow! Touchdown!
Gets Hampton the ball in space. Hampton down to the 15-yard line. Looking on third down, goes over the middle. Otten was forced back, but a terrific second effort. Keeps on going and picks up a Tampa Bay buck.
Mariota, McLaurin, Terry's got it, still going. First down at the 10-yard. Zach Frazier, the center, taking care of some of the protections up front as they get to this run with Warren. He's out of bounds on the sideline right around the 30.
Geno will run it with Genti. Ashton Genti takes a hard hit and is stopped at the 30. Figured the Texans will call timeout. They
out of the backfield, it's Carter, and Carter spinning off 3 tackles. Carter with a first down. Parrish.
Fake the handoff, throw to Warren. Sideline run from Warren. It just feels like they have that.
Whistles it over to McLaughlin. McDuffie wise to it. Oh, there was a whistle. There was a whistle. Could hear it.
Robinson again showing patience. Getting to the edge. Bijan Robinson to the 20.
Keep it with Taylor. Bounce to the outside and a sprint down near the 25 of Atlanta. Get the ball back in the second half. Dowdle continues to push, so inside of a minute.
Through 2 rounds of chemo is doing as well as can be expected, and it's continuing to fight. Joe?
Yeah, they are firm.
It's Giddens. Stretch play.
Got it.
Inside. Oh, no. The flag is for the flag.
Toss. Scatterboo. First down. They'll pop you.
Now the game is tied up to get back on track.
They go to that jet sweep again. This is Arian Smith trying to get him an opportunity. Another first down for the Jets.
It's something he probably won't forget. And then Henry pulls his way inside the...
Rodriguez up the middle to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
With great starting field position and wide open at the middle of the field is Calvin Ridley, who gets down inside the 40 of Tampa Bay.
Mahomes is going to run straight away. Mahomes breaks the tackle and a first down. Well, give to J.K. Dobbins. And he breaks a tackle and has a Denver touchdown. Inside handoff. Scatterboo to the 4-yard line.
Hand it to him. Henry bounces off. Gets to the outside. Henry! He's got the angle. Touchdown! Comes it underneath. Catch made by Charbonnet. Dishing out some punishment. And Charbonnet with the extra effort.
Nix gonna run it. And he's gonna run it into the end zone. Touchdown.
The pitch. ETN gets the first down and falls inside the 10. The Raiders sits that 45-yarder as Genti gets loose. And Ashton Genti all the way inside the 40 of Washington.
There it is, right there. And what I see.
Judkins. He's got it on the second effort.
Targeted right now. Got to step up.
Walker bounces it. Had a hard time finding yards on the ground. And it's 20.
Rice. Full head of steam. First down. Robinson breaks the tackle and he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Officially already been ruled out. Here's Irving out of the backfield. Nice move as he faked out To'o and ended up getting 4.
10. Dortch with a flag down. Blockers in front on the screen, and he's ushered out at the 40-yard line.
Washington. Out across the 40 and still going. And it's Jake Bates.
On second down, Dobbins trying to bounce to the outside. Big hit from Lassiter. That bought time for Alshire to get there and clean it up. It's very close to...
And they go to a little trickery and using the speed of Parker Washington. It was Lassiter who took the brunt of it.
40 rush for 100 yards. And Martinez has some more down inside the 15.
And that's Trey McBride, who's got a first down and barreling his way inside the 40 of Houston.
Behind someone named Barry Sanders. This is Brock Bowers making his first catch. And he is
Inside, Prescott throws, that's caught. And fighting his way to the 36-yard line and come up about 3 yards shy of the first down is Jake Ferguson.
It's Jones over the middle.
Quick throw and Cascado breaking tackle. First down and barreling through Rams down to the 30. He broke
was right there, and Genti able to come up with the first down.
There again, 1st and 10, and hit by Adebo, and he's down to the 40 of the
Down and 2. Irving. Alshire cannot make the stop. Irving still rolling down inside the 25.
Look at him. Take the time, set the blocks, get downhill, line them up. Oop, knock them down. You're going to need more people than that. Yep, you bring your players.
Hand off to Harvey. And Harvey taken out of bounds shortly after he go to the air and dumps it off to an eligible lineman who look at it, and then the ball comes loose. And the big...
They got the jersey. Robinson's not down. He breaks a tackle, gets to the outside and breaks it down.
Moves the back, flips it back to him. Scatterboom inside the 10. Shoulders his way. Close to a first down behind a field.
Bounces off a bunch of tacklers. And there he goes! Estime! Touchdown!
The separation is not legal in that scenario.
Okay, here's Pacheco. Taking the pass and coming up about 6 yards short.
Kene Wongo.
bounces off, and he's free. Wongo. Thomas the block. Off to the running back, Scatterboo. There is a block inside. He's going to stiff arm his way in. Touchdown, Giants.
He'll be in Tampa next weekend. Here's Achane. Stays on his feet. Picks up a Dolphins first down. At the box 30.
Looks that way. Hits Etienne. Accelerates. Nice catch and run for Travis Etienne.
Vidal to the 1 yard line.
Blocked by Robinson. Underneath they go. Caught by Hodge. And dances on the sideline with Douglas.
On second down, Dobbins trying to bounce to the outside. Big hit from Lassiter. That bought time for Alshire to get there and clean it up. It's the detail of how Ben Johnson wants his offense run.
How about this run? The best run, best play of the day for the Bears.
Run.
Congratulations, because he definitely earned it.
There's Pollard. Still going. Pollard picks up a first down.
First down. Can they get it here? There it is. Yeah, they got it here. And into Buffalo territory, but Collins is hurt. So
Injured and active, it's Pitts. And he is cracked out of bounds. As Mel, he was running into
Cousins swinging out wide. Robinson, secure hands on the catch and a first down. He put the shoulder into Denzel.
Get that higher right. Henderson with a bobble on 3rd and 11. Incomplete.
And now they'll run out the field.
Starts this season until tonight. Parkinson lowers his shoulder. Good, strong catch and run.
There is the hard-running Scatterboo. Spinning, churning, turning it upfield. Scatterboo. Kind of back that Giants fan.
Lawrence dumps it off to Etienne, and he's hit hard, but Etienne keeps going. Across the 46-yard line and a fresh set it out.
Young couple of fakes. Near side, McMillan. Boy, you can see the elusiveness, the electricity in his game.
Charbonnet to the outside, turns the corner.
Short game. In fact, Seattle was so great at home.
Trubisky with some traffic in his face, checks it down underneath. Giants rally to the ball, and they get Kincaid down short of the stick.
It is shown today. Okonkwo will go out of bounds, knocked out right there. Bolton knocks out Okonkwo, and he
Keaton Mitchell bursts through the line and picks up 9 yards to close out the opening quarter. 1 quarter down.
Back to 5 defensive backs. Hampton, rookie out of North Carolina, plows his way up to the 41. Flag thrown on the play.
He's torn his Achilles. He's also got a first down here. Ran into his teammate. That was Palczewski. The extra.
Here comes DK again. This time he will not make the 30-yard line. Good coverage by Jonah Ellis.
After the review, Denver loses a timeout. Corey Kiner keeps his feet and chugs for a couple more.
Goes to Walker, and Walker is going to be knocked back. Tremendous defense by Jacksonville.
Stronger. And Smith bounces off of a couple of tackles, has the first down and more. Great work by Brashard Smith, the rookie.
Another one of those big targets, or gives it to Hubbard, which he does. Nice punt up the field by Chuba Hubbard to pick up that first down.
Well, just they're getting more reps together.
Jet sweep right here. This is Corley, who tries to get away and does, and corkscrews his way into the grasp of Graham.
Silent count.
Present to the air, 5-man rush, gets it off to McBride, breaks a tackle, and he's in. Kobe Bryant couldn't tackle him at the 5.
Throws, that is caught along the sideline by Davis Allen. One of those 3 tight ends.
Rolling to his right, finding an open Nico Collins, who pops the defender in Elijah Molden.
So Worthy shaken up on the sideline as Pacheco races. Oh, we got a flag in the end zone, but it's a touchdown for the moment.
Jones to the left, caught. Farrell rumbling towards the goal line. Luke Farrell with his first NFL touchdown.
That just gets rid of it. Barkley in the flat, one-on-one. Shoulder down and barrels through a defender, but he did step out. Wow. Going to put him out about the 28.
And Walker finds a hole. There he goes into the secondary. And shoved out of bounds on the play by Smith.
And Aaron Rodgers, 41 years old, still runs well. Lost the ball, recovered by Broderick.
It's Hampton here on the pitch on 1st and 10. It's by a couple tacklers. Then Newman tried to get him, and then he's finally finished off by Javon Holland.
Genti. Hard, stiff arm Genti. We're starting to get that confidence.
4-man rush. Pass going to Slayton. Look at him, strikes his way for the first down with us.
This one out tonight. Handing off to the rookie out of Western Kentucky, Elijah Young. First carry for Young tonight.
Inside handoff. That's Bowers with the football. Enjoying the contact there.
Drop 6th-round pick last year out of Troy. Yeah, still moving those legs again.
Gibbs to the right. It's still going. Gibbs out of the traffic to the 40. Love flips it out to one of them. Jacobs, and Brooks is a blocker. Down the sideline. Jacobs towards the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal. Green.
Toss, Warren. Out of room. Across the 50. Into